am former Senator RiCardo Whylly, President of the Bahamas Outstanding Student Foundation. And I would like to take a few moments to extend condolences to the Monroe and the BFM families on the passing of Dr. Myles and Pastor Ruth Monroe, and also Pastor Richard Pinder, and those who lost their lives in the plane crash over Freeport, Grand Bahama. A quote by Benjamin E. Mays in his book Quotable Quotes says, "I have only just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Did not seek it, did not choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give an account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it." The tragic passing of Dr. Myles Monroe and his wife, Pastor Ruth Monroe, and Pastor Richard Pinder, and others in the plane crashed over Freeport, Grand Bahama, has sent a shocking wave over the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and the global community for which Dr. Myles Monroe led the charge on kingdom building. Dr. Monroe was one of our country's finest sons in a modern Bahamas who has departed this life so unexpectedly. I am sure that peoples of every walk of life are without words from this sad and sudden news. I have had the great privilege of knowing Dr. Myles and Pastor Pinder over the many years in my public and private endeavors, and like many persons, I have acknowledged his wise counsel. He was a true trailblazer and ahead of his time. Dr. Monroe was the lead moral conscience for the Christian church and the country. He was sought out by leaders from around the world. Over the past years, Dr. Monroe spent countless hours at home in the Bahamas, leading the global community to his country and giving his people the opportunity to experience the world right here at home. His death has brought closure to a remarkable life's journey of training, teaching, and leading the next generation of the world's people and leaders. He will truly be missed for his wise counsel, leadership, and moral stance for our Lord Jesus Christ. He was truly a leader's leader par excellence. Today, I am reminded of a song by the Ramming Brothers, "Who's Gonna Fill Them Shoes?" And equally the same, a spiritual song by the Myles College Glee Club, "I'm building me a home. This earthly house is gonna soon decay, and my soul have to find somewhere to stay." Therefore, I do believe Dr. Monroe and his wife, Pastor Ruth Monroe, has fulfilled their journey and has prepared the next generation for a move above and beyond our wildest imagination. The challenge will be, and the question is, are leaders ready? And were they listening to the teacher of teachers and one who was called for a time such as this? Finally, during the sad but yet celebratory time of a man who has gone home to his eternal rest, the world questions whether God made a mistake. I wish to encourage our nation and our global community to find the answers in scriptures as were taught by Dr. Myles Monroe. On behalf of myself and that of my wife Otalia and our family, and the Bahamas Outstanding Student Foundation, we extend our deepest condolences to the Monroe family, especially his children, the BFM family, and all those who followed and loved Dr. Myles Monroe and Pastor Ruth Monroe and the entire BFM family. To God be the glory, and may his soul rest in peace with all the faithfully departed. Thank you.